It all begins with a single video clip, just a few seconds of footage, just a glimpse of Prince Harry riding the waves off the California coast. But when Meghan Sussex shared it on Instagram, she didn't just post a surfing video. She posted a love letter, a message written in images, music, and playful words. And make no mistake, this was not simply Meghan showing off her husband's hobby. This was Meghan saying to the world, "Look at the man I love, look at the man they tried to break, and see him for who he truly is." Because this was not about the surfboard. This was about Harry's freedom. This was about joy, unfiltered and unbothered, delivered in the form of a fox emoji, a flirty caption, and Salt and Peppa's "What a Man" thundering in the background. For years, the British press tried to paint Harry as lost, broken, even diminished without the institution of the monarchy holding him up. But here was Meghan showing the exact opposite. Harry looking strong, vibrant, confident, and at ease in a world he chose, not the one that was chosen for him. The timing could not have been more significant. The clip arrived when headlines about the royal family were once again steeped in tension, drama, and whispers of fractured relationships. In contrast, Meghan's video gave us sunlight. And that is exactly what Meghan has learned to do over these years of unrelenting scrutiny. She counters hostility with light. She answers vitriol with affection. Of course, the reaction has been explosive. Fans celebrated the post with joy, flooding her comments with words like iconic goals and "this is love." But beyond fandom, it stirred something deeper. For many women, Meghan's flirty caption, "We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this important message, Fox," was, honestly, just so refreshing. It reminded people that it's okay to adore your partner out loud. It was playful but bold, a wink to Harry and a wink to the audience. It carried echoes of Meghan calling him a fox in past moments, creating continuity in how she openly embraces her admiration. Compare that to the stiff, uptight way royal couples have been forced to perform in public. William and Kate, for instance, are rarely allowed to display such affection without sparking debates about propriety. Meghan refused that script and gave us honesty instead. That is why her post didn't just trend, it resonated. Let's not ignore what else this means in the wider media landscape. For years, the tabloids painted Meghan as cold, manipulative, and incapable of genuine love. They sneered at her relationship with Harry, calling it calculated. Yet here she is, years later, still looking at Harry with the same sparkle, still celebrating him without hesitation. That is the truth the tabloids cannot bear. Their marriage is not only surviving outside the palace walls, it is flourishing. And in one 15-second surfing clip, Meghan undid thousands of hostile articles that tried to convince the public otherwise. Sometimes it only takes one honest moment to shatter years of lies. And Meghan, in her signature way, delivered that moment with elegance and humor. But if we peel back the layers even further, this post was also a statement of power. Meghan and Harry have learned to tell their own stories on their own terms, using platforms that cut out the middlemen who distort them. Instagram is Meghan's canvas, Netflix is their production studio, Spotify was once their audio megaphone, and books like Spare are their direct voice to the public. The monarchy depends on tabloids to push their curated image, but Meghan and Harry have built direct pipelines. And that's why this surfing video hit differently, because it came unmediated, unfiltered, from Meghan's lens straight to our screens. It is not only a love story, it's a masterclass in controlling your own narrative. What makes it even sweeter is how it ties into their broader California lifestyle. When Harry and Meghan first moved to Montecito, critics mocked them, calling them celebrity chasers or wannabe Hollywood elites. But this video proves that their life is not about chasing others. It's about building their own peace, surfing, gardening, raising their kids, producing projects that matter. This is the life they built. This is the life Harry dreamed of when he said he wanted a more normal existence. Meghan's post is a reminder that what they have is not manufactured. It's real, it's human, and it's deeply joyful. And to see Harry embraced by the ocean after years of being swallowed by an institution is a poetic full circle. The critics will fume, of course. Already you can imagine the headlines. Attention-seeking Meghan flaunts Harry again. Sussex is desperate for relevance. But every time they write such nonsense, they expose themselves. Because what Meghan shared was not desperation. It was intimacy. It was not a stunt. It was a moment of love. The press can try to twist it, but the public sees through them now. And the more they rage, the clearer it becomes that Meghan and Harry live rent-free in their minds. A surfing video has more cultural impact than a dozen staged royal events. That imbalance speaks volumes. And finally, let's consider the legacy of this moment. Years from now, people won't remember the critics' chatter. They'll remember Meghan's laughter in that caption. They'll remember Harry's joy as he rode that wave. They'll remember how a woman once demonized by the press reclaimed the narrative with nothing but love. Because that is the enduring lesson here. Love is louder. It drowns out hate. It outlasts gossip. And in that little surfing clip, Meghan and Harry reminded us that when you strip away all the pomp, all the noise, what matters most is finding joy with the person who makes you feel free. Meghan showed us that, and Harry lived it on that surfboard. Together they reminded the world why their story matters, not because of crowns or titles, but because of the courage to love out loud in the face of everything. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Meghan reflected on the journey that had brought her and Harry to this moment. The challenges they faced, the love letters exchanged in quiet moments, and the unwavering support they found in each other had become the foundation of their new life. Every wave Harry surfed was a testament to their resilience, a symbol of freedom reclaimed from the tides of public scrutiny. Together, they learned that true peace was not found in the absence of criticism, but in the presence of understanding and acceptance. Their story, once shaped by others, was now written in their own words, each chapter a celebration of authenticity, courage, and hope. As they looked toward the future, Meghan and Harry knew that their love would continue to inspire, no matter what storms might come their way. Out on the open water, Prince Harry became a silhouette against the shimmering expanse of the ocean, his surfboard slicing through the rolling waves with effortless grace. The salty breeze whipped through his hair, and every muscle in his body seemed to sing with exhilaration as he caught the perfect swell. For a few precious moments, all the noise of the world faded away. The flashing cameras, the harsh headlines, the expectations heaped upon his shoulders. It was just Harry, the surfboard, and the boundless blue stretching to the horizon. As he rode the crest, laughter bubbled up from deep within, a sound of pure, unfiltered joy. Here on the waves, he was stripped of titles and narratives, free to move with the rhythm of the sea and the beat of his own heart. The ocean became a mirror reflecting back the man he truly was, authentic, courageous, and at peace. Each ride was a reminder that happiness wasn't something granted by others, but something won through honesty and self-acceptance. As Harry paddled back out ready for the next wave, he carried with him the quiet certainty that this freedom, this happiness, was his to claim now and always.